Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We are focusing in depth and zooming in on a topic that I get inquired about a lot, and that is how to go into a gray rock method or appear disinterested or kind of submerge yourself in the camouflage of the environment when you are faced in being in proximity or working with a narcissist or a psychopath, or you just cannot really leave them. You can't, it's not practical to go no contact. You're not able to let them go. They have to be in your life, quote unquote. You feel like you don't have a choice. They're present where you work, they're present in your family, or you've just maybe exposed them and you're trying to make an exit strategy. So you need to be in an environment with them. First of all, you need to get a leverage over yourself emotionally, and how to go gray rock. Even though I completely believe in going no contact, I know it's not always possible, but because this person will energetically trigger you into relapsing, into making that impression on your subconscious. All the negative messages that they've given you, the negative experiences, the lack of validation, the negative validation, is hindering you more than keeping you neutral. So it's like an active, destructive force keeping them around you. Even if they're, you're not actively engaging with them, it's an active, destructive force. And as you realize, it's very important to contain and control for these negative forces in your life. It should absolutely have no place. Because it's just going to cause you to regress, to backslide, to injure you, to hurt you, to keep you unhappy, to keep you unfulfilled, and keep you away from doing your best and living your life fully and really being free. It's really an ensnared process when you're with a narcissist or a psychopath. You're always having to quote walk on eggshells. You're always having that worry of what's going to happen. What are they going to say? What kind of smear campaign am I going to hear now? What insults? How can I protect myself? It's like you can't even get an armor thick enough that won't, that can protect you. I mean, there's just no way to really win with these individuals because they will really do anything. They will make up anything. They will pathologically lie. They will find faults where there is none. They'll create rifts where there is none. They will make trouble for the sake of making trouble. They very much thrive on drama, chaos, and gaslighting. They thrive on throwing mud. They thrive on causing trouble. They thrive on criticizing and judging to keep you hurt. These are individuals who have like a little bit of a sadistic streak. And particularly in the psychopath, these are individuals who very much get an excitement or a thrill from risk-taking and hurting others and betraying others and pulling one over on people. So, when they can fool people and they can lie and they see people, buying in on their lies, they get a sense of excitement and thrill, and they think it's funny. And, they actually, because they don't have a lot of this natural attention and attachment to people, so the way that they connect with others is just how they can injure, hurt, and betray and deceive. So rather than having peace or getting along or natural growth in a workplace or a family or relationships of mutual respect and giving credit where credit is due, they are really just trying to backstab. They get a value from backstabbing. They get a value from discrediting where credit is due. They get a rise by splitting people behind their back, doing things behind closed doors, creating piles of accusations and, trying to throw people out on their butt. Because they don't have a natural way to connect with people, because they don't feel love, they don't feel attachment, they don't feel empathy. The only way they really feel alive is by devaluing people and destroying them. They think it's funny. So now that we know that to be the case, knowing that this is what they thrive on, you don't want to be the target of that. You don't want to be in the inner circle with that. You don't want to react to that. So to go gray rock, to go disinterest, is to get total emotional leverage of yourself and have absolutely positively no reaction to anything that they do, say, or become. So it's becoming very, very nonchalant and really getting an emotional leverage over yourself, which means an emotional dominion of yourselves. So of yourselves, I mean, really understanding that there's an emotional content that you need to be committed to. And so if they are in your environment, they are going to guaranteed try to be disruptive. They are going to try to get your position away. They're going to try to get you to leave the workplace. They're going to make it so uncomfortable. They are going to make up lies. They are going to get others to engage in the lies. They're going to be laughing. They're going to be cajoling. They're going to be doing things in strange parts of the workplace, going places off in the corner, off in someone else's, desk. They're going to be sending texts. They're going to be, texting each other like inner circle of, the flying monkeys. So they will be getting and kind of teaming up with other people who are caught up in these lies. And so realize number one is understanding that you absolutely positively want to have nothing to do with these lies, and knowing absolutely positively that cheaters never win. These people will get found out. They will get exposed. But furthermore, don't try to make it your job to expose them. So don't get involved in the banter, the mudslinging. Just keep yourself protected by having absolutely positively no reaction to them positively or negatively. So they make a comment, you don't flinch. They make a statement, you don't flinch. They pass papers, you don't look in that direction. I've done videos on this before. You do not give them eye contact. You do not look at them in the eyes. You look at them, on the top of their hairline. You look at their shoulder. You look at their earlobe. Do not give them any eye contact. Do not respond favorably or negatively to anything that they have to say. Be completely indifferent. Indifferent means not having a care positively or negatively, because any reaction to them is a reaction, and they will love positive, they will love negative. Even a looking in their general direction will give them feedback. So if they talk to you, do not answer. If they make a comment, about what they're going to do, the this, the that, just do not have any reaction whatsoever. Don't be swayed by it. Don't be fearful of it. Don't be guilty. Don't be envious that they're going to do this or they're going to do that, or that they're getting into the corner where they're flying monkeys and making some sort of plot. Don't be fearful of that. If there's any sort of crossing of boundaries, sexually in the workplace, you can call the police. If there's any smear campaign that causes it to become a very hostile work environment, and you are not able to be productive, and it's impacting your ability to earn an income, that needs to go to your human resources department, because that is a civil case. That is sexual harassment. That is furthermore a case of libel, where if people ruin your character and it creates an inability for you to earn an income, or there's a hostile environment, those are the areas that a human resource will be able to look at in order to remedy that. So you need to be able to document some of these things if there is a lot of disrupt in the workplace or in the relationship. And furthermore, you need to keep focused on your work and your work alone. That is all that matters. That is all that matters. You don't need, if you need to be working in a team with this individual, find out ways to, move your department. Look at seriously moving your job. It's not worth the tension, the anxiety, and really sort of, because you're going to absorb, you're constantly going to be living in this fear, worry, and hypervigilance and paranoia and suspicion, and feeling like you have to be an investigator. Is that how you want to live your life? You really have to ask yourself, and you really have to say, okay, the gray rock, I'm just going very, very neutral. I have no feeling for what they say. If they make a casual comment to you, you don't respond. If it feels strange that you're not responding, okay, great. These people do not care. They have your end destruction in mind, okay? This is very serious, and, I get very passionate about this topic because it's very, very sad that good people end up getting destroyed or moved out of their workplace or have to move out of their neighborhood move their family, because these people have made it so intolerable to live there. And they have fear of, going out and seeing this person. Do not have fear. Do not feel like you have to live a life in hiding. Do not, because then they're going for the win. This person wants to intimidate through fear, and know that they are able to cross lines that most people would not cross. And so there's always this fear. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They're going to do something strange. They're going to do something cryptic. They're getting all these, flying monkeys behind my back. It does not matter. You do not need to be part of that group. So, you don't need to be part of what they're caught up in, all the drama and chaos. Stop putting any sort of value to that, because it's not going to get you ahead. Who cares where they go in their life? If they get ahead here, there, it's eventually all going to crumble. The psychopath is generally always, the cards are going to fall on that individual. They're going to get found out, but don't make it your business to be the investigator in their life. Don't make it your business to be the detective. Don't make it your business to live in paranoia, fear, and concern. Break free from them totally, a clean cut. Have no energetic connection with them whatsoever. And when I talk about dominion over your own emotions, have no emotional reaction to them. Literally zero. Because what all they're doing, it's really everything, knowing your heart that everything you see is a facade and a show. And it's even the smear campaign, even the triangulation, it's all made up. It's all fabricated. It is all just to make them get a win or get information, because that's what they thrive on. They thrive on that risk-taking behavior, breaking the laws, breaking the norm, going in places where they're not supposed to be. They're not welcome. So do not, don't even breathe in their direction. Don't look in their direction. Don't listen in their direction. It's like the old saying, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Do not speak about them. Do not gossip about them. Do not utter their name. Really look at them as a non-human being, because really they are lacking in the content of a human being. And if it's created kind of an edge in you, get kind of a cushion of compassion in yourself for yourself, and make it really emphasize more your inner life, because you have become too connected with thinking about this person or having them around or having their name. Get everything, that has to do with them out of your visual area. Do not look at anything with their name on it. Do not look at papers. Do not look at emails. Do not look at pictures. Completely get them as much out of the way that you can. And if they have to be in your workplace, put it literally in a file that you have to lock, or put away, and it will have something to do with you psychologically, knowing that you can protect yourself psychologically, that this person's, anything with their stuff in it is, under a, have you ever seen like those metal boxes with get something with a metal box and like literally key it off, and don't have any energetic emotional attachment, because people tend to absorb that emotion. And especially with a psychopath, they have a sort of eerie demeanor about them, and they have it appears to be very calm. It appears to be very saintly. It appears to be, but it's really that it's what you're really feeling is their lack of empathy and their lack of emotion. So it's actually a very lack. It's not saintly. What a lot of people find these people very charming, very fascinating. They want to figure out what's going on. They want to be understood, and they want to understand. Let go of the need to understand them. Let go of the need to think like they are. Let go of the cryptic messages that they tend to send out. The cryptic messages, meaning the strange psychopathic tells that they say, the jokes that they make, the vulgar language that they might use, the inappropriate language. Don't pay any attention to it. Do not assign any value. If you've been in a situation where you've been gaslighted and kind of living in that fear and tension from this, let go and realize it is absolute nonsense. It is nothing but drama. It is nothing but meant to distract you and keep you in your lowest state. So knowing that to be the case, have no doubt. And also realize that it's very difficult because you can't always talk about this with people. People, don't always get the psychopath. They're like, oh, they're just a man's man, or they're just a woman's woman, or when you know better, you know what is right. So keep your truth and keep it to yourself and own it. Own your truth, know your truth. And furthermore, do not look at them, do not respond to them. Be very, very 1 and 2 word reactions to them. They will absolutely, hate it if you don't feed into their grief. You only do 1 word here. You only do 2 words here. Don't react. You don't go so. You don't go okay. You just do not verbalize to them. Just don't verbalize. And of course, you just absolutely positively need to cut them out of your life. These are very destructive people, especially in the workplace, especially in intimate relationships. If you're living with these people, the naive, the weak will stay with them. The spineless will stay with them. Those who are living in denial, those who, really are in an addicted state, completely living in denial, are not only are they putting themselves in danger, they are putting the rest of their family and their company in harm's way. So these people can oftentimes be a grave harm to a business, to an industry, to a workplace. So realize that eventually this person, they're going to result in a train wreck, and you don't want to be around to tell you, I told you so. Just completely clean yourself of their presence. Don't try to think like them, feel like them, react to them. Just go gray rock in those sort of manners like I've discussed. I have other videos on this. But furthermore, seriously consider moving your job, your department, your position so that you aren't in this area with them, because they thrive on that quote unquote win, and even oftentimes it's very unfair and unjust. You just don't want to have anything to do with them. Move forward, move on with your life, and really reclaim your freedom and happiness that you are intended. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.